It is a great day to be alive if your name is Caleb Bernard. Literally every single sports team he cheers for is in the black right now. They are doing really good. Real quick before we get into this, Caleb, please explain to us. You're wearing a Blue Jays hat, but have a Cubs fan flag behind you. I didn't know you could double dip like that. What's going on?
Yes, you can. Yep. Yeah. Yes, you can. I took a trip and went to Rogers Center, and it's. I mean, I've only been to like three stadiums, but it's one of the best stadiums I think I've been to. Just the needle, behind the background when the roof's up. It's quite an atmosphere. I had a really fun time, and I wanted an AL team, and I was just like, you know what? I'll just take them because you know what? They're small. And I did enjoy my time there. And I was told that I looked like
They're small.
Vladimir
What are
Guerrero
you
back in
talking
that
about?
day. So they're not like the Yankees or the Dodgers. Like they're
Dude,
not
they
a
have the
big market
entire
team.
country of Canada. That's their market. They have an entire country.
So that's
The
why
entire market is Canada.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, but they're not a. It's not New York. It's not L.A. It's not like the Cubs. They're not a big market team. But anyway, I fell in love with them, so that's what I'm celebrating right now. Why are you trying to fight with me on the glorious day that is George Springer Day, who single-handedly saved the Blue Jays from elimination last night?
I mean, I just wanted to make it make sense. I mean, it seems like you were all for the Cubs winning and all of that, and they almost beat the Brewers and they didn't, and then you're switching sides the second they're out. Regardless, right now the Bears are up. They are 4-2 on the season. IU, our alma mater, is second in the country and undefeated, and looking to play for the Big Ten championship this year. Blackhawks are winning games. The Bulls, we don't even talk about them. The season starts today. They're gonna suck. But for the most part, if your name's Caleb, your favorite football team, your favorite college team, your favorite baseball team, your favorite hockey team are winning. It's a good time to be alive if you're Caleb. Oh,
Well,
also,
who the
excuse me,
hell?
forgot one more key aspect. Manchester United actually won a soccer game. Man, you actually won a soccer game. Make it make sense, Caleb. Where do you want to start? Where's the vibes taking you at this joyous time in your athletic life?
It's like Chinese buffet or BC Osaka. I don't know where to start, man. There's just so many delicious options that we can go into. I don't know what to pick. Do you start with the fruit? Do you start with the vegetables? Do you go for the noodles, dumplings? Do you like the sushi? I don't know what to go pick. I'm like
Caleb,
giddy.
I'm
I'm like a
looking at
kid in a
Caleb. I'm
candy
looking at you
store.
right now, bro.
I
You've
like
never had a fruit
candy.
or a vegetable in your
So,
entire life.
you know what? Let's start with the Bears. Let's go on with the Bears.
Let's go on to the Bears. Bears are coming off of a lot closer than it should have been victory against the New Orleans Saints. Caleb Williams with one of the worst games in his NFL career, but the defense has been getting it done. They lead the NFL in takeaways. They're 4-2. I predicted a couple episodes ago, Caleb. I said that the Bears were going to be 4-1 in their next 5 games. Since I said that, they are at 3 wins. So I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to being correct. I have high hopes for the Ravens game. I don't think they're going to win, but the Bears right now, they're owning the football, Caleb. They're owning the football.
Yes. I want to give props to Nashawn Wright. When we heard JJ was out, when I heard Jalen Johnson was out, I was very dubious about what the replacement would be. But Nashawn Wright's been a revelation for this defense, and we've definitely taken a lot of knocks. And there's been growing pains. DeAndre Swift, I think he's gotten himself out the gulag this time. He's the past 2 games he's developed the run game immensely to the point where I'm not upset with DeAndre Swift anymore. Defense with all these takeaways, I love to see. I feel like Bears football is back, where the defense is actually making stops and restricting the amount of points that the opponents get. And Caleb Williams, right? I have something for you. I'm so happy. I'm giddy. His stats from the past 20, 21, 22 games, right? His first 21 games are better than Josh Allen's first 21 games. So I'm not saying he's going to be better than Josh Allen, but it's very promising that Caleb Williams might actually be the quarterback of the future. And I mean, this team's just. I know I was a downer. I said the season was over. I'm still skeptical. But they're winning games, and that's all I can ask of them.
Bears' next game is against the Baltimore Ravens. That's coming up. Let's move over to your Blue Jays. They win last night against the Seattle Mariners. I texted it to you. Welcome back, Jose Batista. He's been reincarnated. He's back. He's alive again. I'm pretty sure he did not. I'm pretty sure he's alive, but he's been reincarnated. A huge home run in the seventh inning, seventh inning, to give the Blue Jays the lead. They walk away with the ALCS. I didn't watch it. Who won MVP? I missed that entirely. I went to bed prior to that occurring.
Oh man, you know what? I actually, man, I don't. You know what? It was so late. I don't remember because I was in and out of consciousness. I know after the Springer home run, I was like, I had work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but wow, I was so happy that this team was able to pull it off. Seattle, right? Big dumper, Cal Riley. I mean, he had a hell of a game. Got his home run. And the announcers have said it during the game. If you had to write a script for Seattle to win a baseball game, him and Rodriguez would be the two players to hit a home run to carry them to victory. But George Springer, the whole turmoil with the Blue Jays, the Vladdy contract, who they had to keep, Bo Bichette's little injury, George Springer keeping his bat, keeping all these people, keeping this core. People were questioning it. I follow Fan First Network, which is like Side Talk in Toronto. And these people were saying, get rid of everyone, clean out, start fresh. But this young group of players, right, and the madman Max Scherzer and Kevin Gossman and all these guys have come together to make a World Series ball club, right? And they have to take on Darth Vader. They have to take on the Death Star. I'm very impressed. I'm gleaming over this team. I'm so happy.
It was Vlad Guerrero Jr. winning ALCS MVP. Well deserved. I was one of those people. I was very confused with some of the move and acquisitions, the way that this Blue Jays team was trending. I mean, we had a conversation last year, Caleb, at the All-Star break about the Blue Jays, that they should honestly just blow up the team and restart entirely. And to come back from all of that and to be in the World Series now, going up against, it's going to have to go down as one of the best squads in the history of baseball, as much as I hate to say it. Dodgers look really good right now. It's going to be a really tough series. Right now, the only thing that benefits the Blue Jays, but they're going to have to, the equalizer right now is going to have to be travel. I mean, you're talking about well over 1,500 miles that these two teams are going to have to fly back and forth between games. And so maybe that's the equalizer, maybe it's not. We'll have to see what happens. Let's move on to the NHL, where the Chicago Blackhawks are above 500 for the first time in over 2 years. They're fighting guys, Caleb. They are getting scrappy. They're getting dirty. They're not letting anyone push them around this season. Last 2 years, pretty much in Bedard's, this entire Bedard era, as people are going to refer to it, they've kind of been just like the little brother of the NHL. No, like they just get beat physically, mentally, literally lose games, but they're fighting back this year. Nazar and Bedard, that connection is really working out. Artyom Levshinov is looking like a very promising starting defender in the NHL. Caleb, what have your thoughts been very early on in the season, obviously, for the Blackhawks? Still so much time to go, but do you feel hopeful about not only this season, but the future of the Blackhawks as a whole?
I feel very hopeful. There's a saying in hockey. It's called forecheck, back check, paycheck. But I want to add one. It's called chin check. You need to be able to punch a guy in the mush when they mess with your people. Bedard's undersized. He's a franchise player. You need to protect him. And that's what they're doing. They're standing up to guys. I want to give props to Spencer Knight, because I'm watching and he's making important saves. He's keeping points off the board, giving the Hawks a chance to win. And it's refreshing, because I think the defense is also taking a big step forward in making sure that the score isn't run up against us. The score isn't like an open floodgate like I felt like it would be last season. I watched the Ducks game not last night, but the other day, and Bedard's doing Bedard's things, backwards passes, hitting targets, and I was very happy to to see them beat the Ducks in OT. I have hope for this Hawks team this year. I really do. Maybe a little bit short of a playoff, but I don't think they'll be the basement. I don't think they'll be in the bottom.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just they're gonna keep building, year after year. My thing with them is like, I kind of want them to go out and get some veteran guys. I think you kind of need to spend a little bit more money on who you're bringing in. The young talent, the core, it's sensational. Even you look at the guys we have in the minors right now, and it's impeccable. Yeah, because in 5 years, not even 3 years, we're gonna have a really good lineup of all these guys we've accumulated from the draft and from overseas. But the problem is, you do need veteran guys. You need guys who've been in the league for a long time to show them how to actually play this level of hockey. That's my personal opinion, and I agree with you on Knight. Him getting a contract is probably one of the smartest moves that this organization has had in maybe the last 5 years. I mean, but drafting Bedard is an obvious choice. Like, no one would pass up on that. So you have to look at everything outside of that decision, and keeping Knight on was definitely up there.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I thought you were going to respond to that. Guess not. We're just going to move on. Let's go back.
No, I'm just saying the league won't run out of veterans.
The league won't run out of veterans, is that what you're saying?
They'll pick a veteran.
That's true, but then you got to go sign them.
Like what?
I'm not saying the league's going to run out of veterans. The Hawks have to go get some then. Let's move on to – let's go back to football, American football real quick. Indiana University, 7-0 on the season. They beat Oregon to become number 3. Miami and that fraud Carson Beck lose, and 4 interceptions in a game. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I'm happy to see it. Notre Dame's also back in the top 12, so it's a good day for me. We're going to the playoffs. Cope a little bit harder. Everyone's not a Notre Dame fan. But IU, man, Kirk Cignetti signing a massive contract. He's getting paid. Mendoza looks like a Heisman. You're excited. You're moving around. I'm afraid you're going to grab something from off screen.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about it, man. But oh man, it's just, you know what? When was the last time we were able to talk about IU on this show? Because I don't recall.
Never.
But I've got so much pen from the Illinois game, right? Illinois, man, they're the new Indiana. They're going to whoop them. We dog walk them. Like 60-plus points. Next, Iowa. We go into Iowa. Iowa is a tough game defensively, right? Tough game. Stalwart defense. We beat them, right? Not convincingly, but we beat them. That's an important win to get. Then you go to, who was it? Was it Oregon? We went to Oregon? Yeah, it was Oregon.
We went to Oregon.
We go to Oregon, right? This is the big test. Number 3, right? Ranked number 3. Indiana hasn't played any opponents, blah, blah, blah. All the chatter, all the chit-chat from AP and all these other coaches, blah, blah, blah. We walk into Oregon and we beat them. We roast some duck, right? We handle our business, and that's what it is. Mendoza, he's a Heisman contender, and then you hear some chit chat about, oh, Kurt is gonna go to Penn State next season. He's gonna leave Indiana. Why would you leave this? You're number 2 ranked. What's he? He's not Jesus. He's not a miracle worker. He's not fixing Penn State. Pens the contract, signs the ting. 8 years. Done no. He's staying in Bloomington. He's gonna make us a powerhouse. We're 7-0. Hoosiers. Exactly. And we're taking it all the way. We're smoking everyone coming in. Everyone. And you know what? I have a hot take. Indiana should be number 1, right? The only reason, if you take Ohio State's name and make it Northeastern South Carolina University, that team does not go for who they beat. That team is not number 1. I promise you that. That team they beat Texas, who's not even ranked anymore, very, very lowly ranked. And then I think their biggest one was Grambling State at HBCU. Indiana has dog-walked Illinois, who was ranked 9th. I'm telling you, if that was not the Ohio State and that wasn't the champions last year, they would not be number 1. Indiana would be number 1.
Well, that's kind of just the way the AP, they kind of rank things. Ohio State starts the season at 2, Texas at 1, and then they beat Texas, which we didn't know at the time that Texas was going to be a bad football team this year. So it's like, hey, there you go, bring it out. So they beat Texas, so they become number 1. And kind of the way AP works is if you're number 1 and you don't lose, you can't really get taken out of the number 1 spot. I mean, I can't think of a time, maybe someone in the comments can help us out here, but it's like a time that a team was number 1, stayed undefeated, and then they got surpassed. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to stay 1-2 for the rest of the year. Indiana and Ohio State are going to play for the Big Ten championship because they didn't play each other in the regular season. If Ohio State wins and Indiana loses, they're going to stay 1-2. They'll be 1-2 the rest of the year, in my opinion. However, if Indiana wins, they will become number 1, and then I think Ohio State will drop a little bit. They'll probably drop to like 4 or 5. But I don't think Indiana losing to Ohio State drops them out of 2 because they're especially in the Big Ten. Now, maybe if they lose bad, maybe that's a different story. If they like use the term dog walked, if they get dog walked by Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, that's a different story. But I don't think that's going to happen. They got Penn State coming up. They have UCLA coming up. That's their next game. I think they play Purdue eventually, as always. That will be. You might need to call like Homeland Security on that game because that's going to be bad. That's going to turn into a really ugly game really quickly. Purdue versus Indiana. But I agree with you, man. It's really good to be excited about Indiana football for the first time ever. Really, for the first time ever. Last year, good start of the season, tailored off. Yeah. So it's good to be back. Let's move on to one more final sport, a topic that Caleb can talk about for years to come. And that is Manchester United is actually winning games. They're actually winning games. They're coming off of a win against Liverpool this past Sunday. The week prior, they beat Sunderland. Manchester United on the season is 4-1-3, I believe. 4-3-1.
Yes.
Let me look it up for us. Currently 4-3-1. They're 9th in the Premier League. But go ahead, Caleb.
Mm-hmm. Manchester United, through the years of turmoil, the curses, the trouble, the financial hardship, all the back chat that Matt gave me about Manchester United, this team has finally acquired a goalkeeper who can catch the ball and kick the ball. Now, you might laugh, John. How can you own a guy that's a goalkeeper that can't catch or kick the ball? You'd be surprised. Manchester United had both. Manchester United lost to Liverpool at one point 6-0, I think, last season. Right? So going into this game, Manchester United were nowhere near the favorites. They were the underdogs. They were subterranean type odds to win this match. We made a couple signings in this season, but we were considered a project. We defeated the champions last year, and we're defeating the favorites to be champions this year. We go into their home. Now, Anfield, the home of Liverpool, it's a fortress. Everyone says it's a fortress. The atmosphere, the fans, Liverpool itself, it's not a nice place to play. The fans it's like Philadelphia. The fans are ruthless. Things can happen in that crowd. Remember, Philadelphia fans attack Santa Claus. This is the type of people you're working with. And Manchester United scored 1, gave up 1, and Harry Maguire, who I've complained about so much on this show, scored the game winner with his massive TV-sized noggin and put United ahead. This team is showing ounces of progress, right? And we're being told, oh, we're a mid-table team, blah, blah, blah. We're on the up. And don't let me get on this show and say Manchester United finishes top 4, top 3, top 2 in a Champions League spot. I will go bananas. I'll go ballistic. You think I pulled out a flag for the IU, who's 700. Wait until Manchester United, the Manchester United, walk out with something crazy this season like 4th place, 3rd place. And especially finishes over Matthews, Chelsea. I'm gonna go crazy. I might go buy fireworks just to light them in the middle of summer. But it's gonna be nuts. It's going to be insane. But United are on the up after years of punishment, after years of torture. You're a Sox fan. You know how it feels to lose constantly to all your rivals. Just losing. City, we lost to City. Liverpool,
Why
we
does
lost
that
to
get?
them.
Why do we have
Arsenal,
to
we've
bring
lost
that
to
up?
them.
That was that was such an absolute stray. That was such a stray.
No, I'm just saying. You know, you understand the pain, though. You understand the pain of just watching your team get not
Caleb,
even.
I'm also a
not even
Manchester.
lose
Caleb, I'm
games like
also a
close,
Manchester
just-
United fan. You could have just kept rolling with that.
Oh, I had no clue. I've never heard you say this. This is news to me. This is a NGS exclusive right now. Anyway, just complete lickings, just bow, bow, bow. Just losing the City like 3-1. Bow, Liverpool 6-1. Arsenal, bow, just completely getting massacred and desecrated almost every game day, to where I would hate waking up on Sundays, not because of going to work, because I know I gotta watch them sorry ass Red Devils Manchester United on Sunday early in the morning, then I gotta watch them sorry ass Chicago Bears later in the day, and if there's F1, Lewis Hamilton probably crashes the car on the first turn. I used to hate Sundays. Now I love it. I love it. Give me more. Give me more Sundays. The Lord said he can rest on the seventh day. He rests on a Sunday. I now rest. I do not rest because my teams are winning, and I'm happy as a clam in the shoe factory. I'm going crazy. I'm going berserk.
Caleb Bernard, as happy as a clam in a shoe factory, direct quote. We're going to leave it there, folks. Caleb Bernard's having a good time. All of his teams are winning. We'll be back next week to see if this continues. I have a really strong suspicion that every single one of these teams is going to completely flip, and Caleb's going to be back to go miserable. But Caleb's happy right now. We'll see you guys in the next one. UFC this weekend. Check out me and Drew talking about it this Friday.